Hey church, my name is Zach and I'm so excited that you've joined us this weekend. We say welcome home every single weekend here at Riverwood because we believe that our worship communities and our church as a whole can be a place where we are at home, where we belong and where we can contribute. And so if you're joining us as a guest today, or maybe you're just checking us out, I want you to know that this is home and we want to welcome you home. Also, if you're a guest with us, we want you to know that there's some amazing people at our Welcome Center who would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So you can go there during coffee break in just a couple minutes or after the service and ask them any questions you might have. Right now, our ushers are going to come and they're going to hand out some baskets to take up our offering. This is a great way for us to continue worshiping God by giving back some of the resources that He's entrusted to us. And so we'd encourage you to give and give generously. However, if you are a guest with us, please don't feel any obligation. You can just let that basket pass right on by. Something that I'm really excited to tell you guys about is our Vision Weekend, which is going to be on September 8th and 9th. Last year, at the beginning of September, we hosted our Welcome Home Weekends. And these were a great opportunity for us to just welcome anyone home to church. And we had some guest musicians join us, we had amazing food, and it was just a great time as a family to kick off the fall. And this year we're gonna host it again, but we're calling it Vision Weekend this year. And it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna again have some amazing food. There's gonna be lots of friendly faces. It's gonna be a great opportunity to invite your friends and family if they haven't been to church for a while, or maybe they've never been before. And also, Pastor Todd is gonna be rolling out our vision for the next year. It's gonna be a great opportunity to get the heart of what our church is gonna be looking at for the next year. And so we'd encourage you to be there. Also, we had a huge win as a church this last week. And so here's Todd with a bit more on that.
Well, hey church, many of you know that a couple of months ago our children's ministry pastor moved on, and we've been looking for a children's director. And so a couple of weeks ago I was phoning all the resumes that we had, and I was checking online and kind of felt like I was bumping up against a brick wall. And maybe I should have done this earlier, but I just started praying to God in desperation and asking, hey, is there something I'm missing? Is there somebody in our own church who needs to be doing this? And a name and a face popped into my mind. And so I picked up the phone and I called you. Where did you get that call, and what was that call all about?
I was at Fun Mountain going down the water slides with my kids and having fun. And God had been laying some things on my heart and doing some things in my life and in my family's life. And when I got the call, it was almost expected.
Which is kind of bizarre, right? So let me introduce you to Kristen Schultz, along with her husband Myron, and their kids have been at Riverwood for 3 years. And so Kristen was signed up to enter into 5 years of education, university. You were just about to do that. And so how is it that that call was almost expected?
I had explored coming onto the Riverwood kids team, and at the time just felt like it was a no, felt like God closed that door. And then things began to change in our family and in our family's life, and both Myron and I, my husband, we started to feel an expectancy that God was going to do something, and there was an anticipation. And I didn't know what, I had no idea. I just got my acceptance letter into university, and we were going through the finances, and everything looked good. And we were at church a Sunday morning, and I heard them announce the Riverwood Kids position again, and I felt a tug on my heart, but I said to God, if you want me to pursue this, you're gonna have to get Todd to phone me, because I've already looked into this and that door was closed. So a few days later, I think that was on the Sunday, and we were at the water slide, I don't know, on a Tuesday or Wednesday or something, I got a phone call.
So it seems like God was behind the scenes, but we need to go on more than just that to hire a children's director. So tell me a little bit about your passion for kids and your history and your exposure and experiences in teaching kids.
Well, I love kids. I've been teaching kids since I was a kid, practically. I was teaching a program called Music for Young Children, and I started teaching my daughter when she was 2.5 years old. And people would listen to her play, and they would be blown away by this little girl, what she was able to play at 2.5. And I began to see that with the right motivation, with the right curriculum, with all these different components, you can teach kids amazing things, and they're like little sponges, and they'll just soak it all in.
So your desire to get into education and 5 years of university was really driven by your passion to make more of a difference in kids' lives, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about taking this role of Riverwood Kids Children's Ministry Director on?
I feel excited. I feel very nervous, but I do feel very excited about it. I am praying that God would give me a vision for your children, for my children as they're part of Riverwood Kids. I need help. I need time to grow and to get into the position and allow God to give me a vision. But I want to start basic and start small and allow God to just begin to work through it and turn this into something that none of us even could dream that He's going to do.
Well, as lead pastor and representing the entire church, I want to welcome you on board, and we're going to be behind you and supporting you, and can't wait to see what God is going to do over this next year as He has put you in that place of leadership.
Thank you.